Hey, this is Dream Bigger, and today I'm talking about creativity and innovation. Creativity is one of the most important skills that you can learn and develop because it will help you think differently and problem solve. Think about it this way. Creativity means inventing the future. So what do you think creativity looks like? A common misconception is that creativity is the ability to draw, play an instrument, or write a novel. If you can't do these things, then obviously you can't be creative, right? Well, that's rubbish. As we've already discussed when talking about growth mindset, skills can be developed, and creativity is no different. Creativity is not just for artists, singers, and dancers. Being creative means using your imagination or having original ideas to create something. It's inventiveness or solving a problem in a new way. It means challenging the way something is usually done or changing the way you usually see things. Creativity does mean experimenting, taking risks, and being brave. As we get older, we become less creative and less willing to take risks because we don't want to look stupid. Look at kids. They don't have any problems being creative, drawing, painting, playing dress up, using their imagination. It's because they don't have a fear of failure and they don't worry about looking silly. So how can we be like that and develop our creativity? We can train ourselves to become more creative by finding more creative ways of doing things. Over time, this will make us better at being creative. It's like a muscle. You exercise it and it becomes stronger. First, we need to understand the different bits of creativity. There's speed of thought, or how quickly can I generate ideas? Thinking faster is a hallmark of creative genius. Then, there's originality of thought, or thinking outside of the box. This is about coming up with original ideas. There's flexibility of thought, which is about looking at a problem from different angles. And there's imagination and association, which is about having ideas, but then connecting that idea to something else to create a new combination. Think about these different ways of being creative. How can you develop these in your own life? Sometimes people struggle to really let go and generate wilder ideas. I want to give you a real example of how you can start with a wild idea and it develops into something practical and amazing. A team were brainstorming about how to help dementia patients remember to take their medicine. People with dementia often forget, and it's a really big problem. In the session, someone said, let's put an elephant in the room. An elephant never forgets, and you can't ignore the elephant. You can't really put an elephant in the room, but it started a train of thought. And that train of thought led to the invention of a device fixed to the wall of a person suffering with dementia. When it's time to take medicine, it flashes, and it makes a smell, and it makes a sound, and it reminds the person to take their medicine, and it records it when they do. It's a great solution, but they never would have thought of it if they hadn't started with the elephant. And that's how creativity works. Creativity and innovation are so important for the future. Without it, things wouldn't change. Things wouldn't be invented. We wouldn't have life-changing inventions like the internet or electricity or antibiotics. It's so important. There are a number of different ways to develop your creative thinking, but I want to introduce you to a creative strategy I think works well. This strategy helps you to brainstorm and develop ideas, and it's a 3-stage process. First, start with the dreamer phase. This is about focusing on brainstorming and letting your imagination run wild. This is where anything goes. Then, move on to the realist phase. This is where you decide if your ideas are practical or possible. Pick the ideas you can actually do. Then, it's the critic phase. Look at your chosen idea from a critical viewpoint. Challenge it. What could go wrong? What needs more work? By using this simple process, you can take a blue sky idea and turn it into a practical plan that you can actually do. Try it. The next time you have a problem to solve or a project to finish, it will really help you to dream bigger.